Yeah, I've got just a little more caulking left in here. I want to make sure from yesterday it didn't skin over. I'm going to kind of poke that a little in there. It feels like it's going to come out pretty nice. Trick here is to have a clean tip, a smallish tip. See, there's some of the rubber stuff right there. That's from the other day, and I don't want to start with that coming out. Well, this is caulked pretty good already, but I just wanted to do a once over here. I got plenty on there. My finger down lower and making sure it doesn't get all over, and then on the next pass I get right up in there and push it right up on where I need to go, because I couldn't get my caulk tube up there exact. Oh, that's good. That's good. Now see, I just take an empty caulk tube and wipe my finger on there, get most of it off. Nice little place to do it, huh? That's just gonna be thrown away. My finger down further than I need to fill a little bit the edge, and then I come up further and get right up in there. That's nice. Nice job. Just a little excess right there. I can just wipe it on that. I couldn't do it the other day. I mean, actually I did put one coat down there, and I thought, I got a little bit more caulking. Let's just put a little bit more on there today. I could only do one coat of it yesterday because it was so cold and it needed to skin up. By that time it got too cold. And like I say, this is the last chance I get of caulking. Because once I put the tiles down, you can see that there's no way I'm going to be able to do this later. None whatsoever. I almost ran out. I'm almost out of caulking there. I've got more, but not sure if I need any more. And then I know I wanted to do just a little bit more along here. I ran the cloth material up the wall a little bit here, but I'm just going to do a little caulking next to it. And then I'm going to end up putting some more of that white coating down here too. I thought just do a little bit with the caulking first. This is that extreme stretch caulking I've been using. Okay. Extreme stretch seals joints up to 3 inches, 600% total stretch. Extreme stretch from DAP. This happens to be white. I looked under here yesterday. It looked good. I'm gonna put just a little bit more on here anyways, just because I can. Just because I can. So I had a big glob there, and I ran my finger down kind of low first to kind of push it up, and then I did it a little closer and then finally went up. If I would have just went up on the inside first, I'd had a big old glob down below that I'd have to mess with. Okay, I'm always conscious about keeping my tip clean. I thought, nice day to get this done once and for all. Okay, that's pretty good. Looks like it was just a little bit more right there. Okay, and seems as though, oh, that looks actually pretty good, the patching I did earlier. Just right in there. That stuff is pretty sticky, but it comes off with water, and I found warm water and a sponge works better than just regular cold water. Okay, that's all the caulking I'm going to do on this floor. Now what am I going to do? I'm gonna get this Durabrite out the elastomeric, the Dura-Bright white elastomeric roof coating. I'm not going to coat this entire floor just yet. I am going to do that the very last thing that I do out here. But right over here, I want to build this. I want to build this up just a little bit more. Now that I've got the caulking out of the way, I can get in there and get my roof coating down in there. Okay, so let's just quickly get this out. I don't know why I was dreading working today. Now I can get my gloves back on. I've been using these gloves since pretty much day one on this project. They're not so green, they're not so bright orange anymore, are they? And the knuckles have worn through now for me hitting stuff, and look at the holes now. There's a hole right there, right there. This stuff doesn't last forever, you know, the rubber's coming off the palm of my hands and stuff. I could still use these for gardening if I wanted, but because they have holes, my fingers are gonna get all dirty and stuff. So more than likely, when I get done with this job, I'm probably gonna chuck these. Okay, so I'm gonna just build up the floor using my 2-inch brush here. Just in this area here, right in here, and I'm just gonna scoop this stuff on here. Let's just paddle some on. I could just pour it out, but it gets all over the side of the bucket. This doesn't take but a few minutes. Just digging it out, because it's like paste. See, it's not even coming off my brush. Okay, so in the next few hours, with me doing these other patches and the stucco patches and stuff, I'm hoping this stuff is going to be dry enough, have a skin over it, so that I can then do the entire floor with my roller. Okay, that's what I'm hoping. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of do that business to it. Looks like it's a little low right there. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. Now I've got to run and wash this paintbrush out, because I'm going to keep using this paintbrush. I'm going to keep using it for other stuff today. Yeah. Well, thanks for keeping me company. You know, it's already close to noon, but earlier this morning it was just too cold out here. I just like to do that, even though I'm going to use this today. Still, if you leave this lid open, the top surface is going to put a skin on there. And the same thing will happen to paint. So, you know, hey, even though it's going to be 2 hours from now, I might as well just keep it protected. Same thing happens. Same thing happened with that dry vit. I noticed when I mixed that stuff up the other day, and I'll be mixing this up pretty soon. But I'm going to do some paint touch-up now with this after I wash my paintbrush out. But I had this lid open for a while, and I could tell the top surface started to dry. Same thing with the paint. When I have the paint out for a while, you start getting a skin layer on top. So water or air is a pretty powerful thing if you really think about it. You know, you have this lid on. I've got this lid on here, and this stuff will probably last in the garage for a few years without drying out. If I take the lid off and leave it off for, say, a week and a half, 2 weeks, this whole container would probably be dry, or at least the top layer and the edges and everything, maybe just the middle would still be wet. All right, so keep your lids covered. Okay, I'm going to wash my paintbrush out and I'll be right back, and we'll get into that tan paint, and I'll do some trim painting for just a brief moment, and then we'll get into this stucco patch material. Which one to use first? We'll see. As for caulking, I did a nice little bead over there and over here too. Make sure you don't forget about this outside, and I'll probably paint this this trim here again too. I painted it 2 different coats before, but I see where I can still see some of the white primer from before. Ooh, look at that. And I caulked that over in there. Remember over here there was a big gap right there, and there was a big gap where the stucco was all the way down. Well, I hit it with that extreme stretch caulking, fit it in there, and now I'm going to have to paint that too. And the paint that I have, I don't know if it's going to blend in here all the way or not. I'm gonna go ahead and put some paint on there, I think, just to give it a little bit of paint on the wall, and then if it doesn't match exactly right in there, then I'll use my stucco patch mix and put that on there with a paintbrush or something and try to blend that in. Okay, on with the painting.